Also coming up this weekend, the Spring Jubilee VHSL State Championships in baseball, softball, soccer, and tennis. And last night was a milestone evening for the Northside Vikings soccer team. 10 Sports' Brooke Leonard has more.
You were not expecting a lot of the success at all. Actually, we had a team meeting before one of our games, and I asked everybody in the room, I said, I need you guys to be honest. How many of you guys thought we were going to get to this point? And this was when we were going to regional final. And one kid raised his hand, and I said, rephrase that from the beginning of the season, and then he put his hand back down.
A modest history in the making. The Northside boys soccer team has never made it to the Final Four of the state tournament until this year.
I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, the excitement, the thrill. I mean, I've never been in this situation before, so I mean, it's just a phenomenal feeling. I just can't believe that we're here, and it feels great.
You can credit star midfielder Danny Pereira or first-year head coach Lorston Allen's approach to the program. But if you ask the Vikings, it all comes down to trust.
Out of the field, we trust each other with the ball, and we talk a lot. Like, we're a whole family, so that's what keeps us together.
I think just more people are buying into the program, and people are actually starting to believe that we can do something, and that we just had everyone behind us and pushing us to go farther and farther.
2 more wins, and Northside will bring home their first ever soccer state championship. But they know better than to get ahead of themselves.
We've actually kind of banned talking about trophy talk just because we want to make sure that everybody's focused for the next game that's coming up, because we don't know when things are going to end. And we figured if we work one game at a time instead of thinking about the last game, we might actually be able to get there.
Brooke Leonard, 10 Sports.
All right, thanks, Brooke. The Vikings play Tab Friday, 9 a.m. Salem High School. That is a state semifinal.